today we are going to be analyzing the charts. This is another funded account that I had. It's from Atlas Funded. So we see that price has already formed a lower low over here. If you observe, price actually formed a new lower low in the markets over here. Okay, so price is showing you that underneath that level I'm willing to sell. Okay, but after some time we see that price is now pulling back above the zone that we actually once broke. If you observe from the H1 perspective, you realize that market is about to push higher. So what do? If you observe price is above the level where it can start actually buying, we see that anything above that level was good for buys. So we shall put a lot size of 0.04 and then we shall buy. Okay, so we shall buy this market and then we shall hold price until at least we find a new take profit. Okay, so price can push all the way, not up to there definitely, but what we want to see is that price should not go underneath this level. Remember, the stop loss for today is going to be $500, so we don't have to mess up, we don't have to over risk stuff. Okay, so since the stop loss is just $500, all we want to do is to get in and out of trades as soon as possible. We want to get as many sharp entries as possible. But so far we have seen that price underneath this level is willing to sell and price above this level is willing to buy. Okay, so for more confirmed entries, I would wait for price to make a breakout towards this area, and then afterwards I'll see if we have any continuation patterns in the next coming future. Okay, but as for now, let's wait and see what price gives us. This was the previous low, that's why I put my stop loss there. It's a stop loss of only $18, and we observe that price is actually starting to push higher, so we shall just keep waiting on it. But in the meantime, for people who want to be trading two sessions at the same time, there's S&P 500. Now for S&P 500, I will just keep it as simple as possible so that you guys can understand. When you go to the H4, what do you realize? Price has already given you an indication that above this level we are willing to take price higher. Okay, above this level, if you observe to your left, price was pushed higher. Okay, but now what has price done? It hasn't yet come above that level. Okay, so we are still underneath the zone. Go to the H1, what do you realize? You realize that S&P is actually pushing higher. We are finding higher highs. Okay, so this was a higher high over there, then we have a higher low over here, and then price is starting to push higher. Okay, but I don't usually would take any trades here because I don't have so much confirmation. So for instance, I will go to the daily time frame and see if I have anything above this zone. We see that above this area we had a drop-based drop. Okay, so this is a good area to take in your sales. That means below this area sellers are willing to take price lower, but above it sellers are weak. You go to the H1, what do you realize? Price is starting to push higher, so you can either wait or start trading along with the market direction. Okay, but I wouldn't take any entries because I don't see anything that gives me certainty that it will have a continuation. I go to US 30. US 30, we're having the same issue. On US 30 though, it's not much of the same issue, it's more of a consolidation. So price is a bit consolidative around this area, so I wouldn't advise you to take your entries in this area. Rather, if you observe here on the H4, we have a previous high that was broken, so anything above this high is good for buys. Okay, so price gave us the first indication, and then afterwards we had the second indication by price moving above that level, so that means it's good for buys. Okay, and then if you observe to your extreme left, price is actually forming some bit of resistance. Just above here we have some bit of resistance above, so that is also something to consider. That is something also to consider. But as for now, this if you go to the M15, price is a bit consolidating, so I wouldn't take any entries here because price is a bit consolidating. Okay, and also the structure is not so clear. The structure is not so clear. But for gold I can usually start putting in my buys because I know that price is likely to start pushing higher. Why is price going to start pushing higher? Because we have a key level of demand over here that price will probably have to respect If you observe, the TP there could be around, if you observe here, the TP could be around $60. So $60, I'll add just 0.12, just so that you guys can observe what it takes to trade. So it will be $100 in stop loss. Then TP is gonna be, because we have seen that above this level, price took the level up to around there, so it will be around $120 in profit. So let's wait and see what price gives us. But I'm hopeful for this trade because gold has been extremely bullish. I'll add just even another position so that we add to the mixture and so that we can have a better entry criteria. Okay, so price is dropping a bit, so we shall be careful here. Stop loss is underneath that low because this is a previous market low that price has formed. So if price goes underneath that low, I will be able to, I'll be very glad to actually put my stop loss underneath. So that will be $72. And yeah, let's wait and see what price gives us. So this level is at 4,221. 4,221, okay. That is a stop loss, about around $74 of stop loss. Yeah, let's see what price gives us. Let's see what price gives us. But as we know, gold is a bit of a volatile pair, so anything underneath this zone, we shall be taking the market lower. So let's give it time. Let's give it time. So if you observe, price already formed a new higher high over here. But let me just first close some positions. Let me close this high position because it's highly leveraged. So let me take, I'll take the loss. So we see that we are in a, we have hit over $50 in loss. That's okay. But yeah, let's wait for price to go above that level so that we can start placing in our entries. So I'll start actually buying once price comes above this area here. That will be my buy limit. So buy limit of okay, this is another buy stop, because above this level we have seen that price has been able to push higher. So I'm expecting that price, if once it has the ability to go above that level, we may see another continuation move to the upside. That's why I'm holding. I'll be placing those positions. So we see that price has come above that same zone. Okay, so yeah, let's wait and see what it does. Because we had the indication move, but we can't simply just start trading blindly. Okay, we have to be patient. We have gone above the level, that's why I'm buying here. If price comes underneath again, I will close at $70 loss. Okay, but I'm willing to take the price at least up to, that's 53. Okay, but around here is around 68. So that's where I'm going to put my targets for this trade. But let's wait for things to play out. Shall give it time to play out. Okay, nothing too crazy.